Hello and welcome to World of Warships with Montrala. Today I'm going back to my North American free-to-play account, and as you can see that's quite a bizarre matchmaking. It's a tier 6 match with 2 carriers and only 5 ships in each team, and I'm actually only destroyer in the whole match. So, as you can see in chat, there is quite a confusion for all the players in the match. So we have a carrier, we have 2 battleships, 1 cruiser and 1 destroyer, that's me, and the other team has carrier, 2 battleships and 2 cruisers. So I've never seen such a matchmaking before. It's of course outside of prime time of playing for North American servers, so only a few thousand players on the server at all. And I'm sailing a Pan-Asian destroyer Jianwei. Actually, after my grind to daring, I started working on the Pan-Asian destroyer line on my North American account, however not in so fast pace as I did in my initial experiment of going free to tier 10. So I decided to move straight into the cap, and I know that from the moment I will start to cap, the enemy carrier will actually know where to find me, so I expect the rocket planes from the enemy ranger to go quite fast towards me. And actually I see that the ranger is on my side, Bayern is going my side, and the Kirov is moving to other flank. And the planes are approaching, and I'm capturing a cap, and I will use the opportunity to show how one-on-one destroyer versus carrier interaction can looks when there is a lot of ships to shoot at spotted destroyer. So I've made a stop to make a carrier unable to do a drop on me as I was spotted, and I'm using my speed boost and I'm moving towards the carrier planes, nose in, to make a drop of rockets as heavy as possible, and you can see the carrier misses the drop, and now I'm undetected again. So I'm turning to go back towards the carrier planes. I got some shots coming my way anyway, but no significant damage, and carrier missed the drop opportunity again. So now I'm going stern in towards the ranger, and I'm actually slowing down to stop to make dropping rockets at me as hard as possible, but actually ranger managed to do a hit, but thanks to me being stern in, only 1 or maybe 2 rockets hit me. Oh, at this point I totally expect the carrier player to be boiling with rage at this pesky destroyer that doesn't allow any good drops. And after all this play, I actually managed to shoot down a plane, 1 plane. Wow! And I acquired almost 100,000 potential damage. Oh, the ranger now decided to go a little wider and to prepare for next drop, and I'm of course trying to make this drop as hard as possible by going backwards, and again a missed drop. So if you can look at the time, this carrier player already wasted like 4 minutes 3 or 4 minutes on the influence on the game by completely useless hunt for a destroyer. At the same time, my team managed to pick up a kill on New York and on Omaha, while the other team was completely deprived of carrier support because carrier were playing silly games with destroyer. So this is how this interaction can looks like. And here now I see that the Bayern is pushing in my direction, and actually carrier is moving here as well. So Bayern pushing into the cap that is guarded by destroyer is not an easy thing to do. Actually, when I saw at the start in the match that I'm only destroying the match, I was more or less confident that we can probably win this match, because the destroyer gives a lot of advantage. But we lost one ship, our Congo went down, but also our Congo managed to pick up at least one kill before, so it was not a waste. And the Bayern is pushing, so I'm dropping some deep water torpedoes, but I have a very narrow window between my torpedo range and my detection, so I get detected. I smoke up and I see that the Bayern player is happily sailing forward without any significant change to speed or course, and just like that I had 3 torpedo hits and 2 floods on Bayern, and she lost most of her health. Oh, as a destroyer player, I like straight sailing battleship captains. They make destroyer captain's life much easier. So I will reload my torpedoes quite soon, because Jianwei has a nice short reload, and I want to torp Bayern again. So my plan is to move nose in, let Bayern shoot, and then drop my torps on her. But unfortunately I didn't do it exactly how I wanted, and the Bayern was first waiting with the salvo for me to show it broadside, and actually had a HE loaded. However, this didn't help her survive, and I picked my kill. But in the process I lost most of my health, so that wasn't a most brilliant play on my side. And now here I have a ranger moving on this flank, and from the enemy team only a carrier and 1 cruiser are left after I removed Bayern, while we still have at least 1 battleship. We have our carrier, and we have me in a destroyer. So I'm opening up on Ranger. I see that the Ranger is sending rocket planes. Probably the best way for me is to go undetected, and I expect Ranger to try to shoot, yes, the rockets in my possible position, so that's why I reverse it quite fast. I dropped my torps. I was hoping that the Ranger will continue on her course, but this player, as you can see, didn't sail in straight line, actually made a turn, but nevertheless she took 1 of my torps. and I can pump up some damage into air. And here are another attempts with the rocket planes. At this point I'm playing quite close to being deleted by carrier rocket planes, but I'm sure that we are able to win this match at the moment. We have a too huge of the advantage, so I'm actually in the chat I'm writing that this replay goes to YouTube, and yeah, because this matchmaking deserves to be remembered. And the carrier is starting to run away, so I'm trying to catch her, but at the same time I must be a bit careful about those rocket planes. So the carrier plague didn't manage to had a good drop on me, so I'm moving again nose in into those planes, trying to deny it good drop, and successfully. Oh, basically, if the situation is more or less one-on-one and there is a lot of ships shooting at the same time, the destroyer can avoid most of the damage from the planes, but the so comfortable situation like I had in this match is quite rare in the most matches. So the carrier is enabling removal of the destroyers from the game more by keeping destroyers spotted for other ships to shoot at than by actual attack. Of course, rocket planes are usually quite dangerous for the destroyer. So now I'm trying to catch up with this ranger, but I see that the enemy cruiser is like basically one-shot kill, unfortunately outside of my shooting range, but because of carrier and because of shooting at me, she was spotted and she was killed by our carrier. So my result is sadly only one kill, but I picked up nice for the tier 5 71,000 damage, especially for the so small match. 3 flutes, 1 solo capture, 1 plane shot down. Yeah, a huge success for being focused by the carrier for the so long time. 5 torpedo hits, 42 target hits. I ended first in my team with, for the such small match, the 1200 base XP. I think it's okay. There was a lot of opportunity to do any shooting and getting much of experience. So the Bayern lost most of the health for me, over 46,000 HP, and I also took over 24,000 XP out of the Ranger. So I think you enjoyed watching me playing a cat and mouse game with a carrier player, and I think I really made this carrier player boil. I hope that for next game this player choose maybe not to go in the carrier. So I hope you liked it. If you did, please like. If you didn't, dislike. Please subscribe to my channel, and I see you next time. Goodbye.